Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas! But right now I need to discuss some breaking news because BlackRock just announced that they're buying another $10 million worth of Bitcoin on January the 3rd, and on today's update video I will exactly talk about what I think is going to be the next move for Bitcoin, because right now liquidity is piling up both on the top side as on the lower side. So I will make a clear prediction about what I currently think is going to be happening next on the Bitcoin price action, and of course I will talk about the most important support and resistance charts and many more important stuff. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button back above 600 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And of course, looking at the imminent short term, there is nothing, but literally nothing that has changed on the Bitcoin price action, because Bitcoin still is consolidating between that $43,000 level and that 44.2k level. And I've said this several times before, as long as we're not breaking either below support or above resistance, I don't really expect a big move is going to be getting initiated. And like that, Bitcoin has still been trading sideways. Potentially right now we're creating a new symmetrical triangle here on the 1 hour time frame, but be on high alert. It's currently weekend, it's also Christmas weekend. That is why I am wearing this sweater. So yeah, usually over the course of these weekends there is not a lot of volatility, but maybe it's going to be different this time around. But the thing that I am currently seeing, if I am actually looking at on-chain data, is that currently liquidity is piling up both on the top side as on the lower side. And this means that there are big amounts of long positions in the markets and big amount of short positions in the market. So we are going to be seeing a big squeeze anytime soon. To be very clear, there's an approximately $2 billion sitting around $43,000 in long liquidations, and around at 44.6k level there's also an approximately $1.4 billion in Bitcoin short liquidations. So we're seeing liquidity piling up on both sides. At the same time, we can see that the funding rate is heavily positive on Bitcoin. It means the majority of the traders are actually trading long here, and since there's also a little bit more liquidity on the lower side, it does really make sense. So honestly, if I'm looking at the Bitcoin price action right now on that 4-hourly time frame, what I think is a very likely situation, what would give you a very big opportunity, is that first we're gonna see a slight move towards the downside to squeeze out these long positions first here, and then we see that bounce towards the upside to squeeze out the short positions. Honestly, if I'm looking at the price action of Bitcoin right now here, and if I am looking about what currently is playing out in terms of news about BlackRock that literally is buying Bitcoin right now, this is a scenario that really makes sense. So I will talk about the BlackRock news in a second, so make sure to continue watching in this video. But this is really a price forecast that I think could really be happening, because I don't believe that this is the right time to be bearish on Bitcoin, because right now we're just days out before the potential first Bitcoin spot ETF approval, and I don't really think there's going to be a lot of sell pressure. But I do think, however, we are going to be trying to fool out these long positions in the market. And if this doesn't happen, I still think Bitcoin is going to go towards the upside. I mean, I have honestly been bullish in this entire region, and I've been looking at long positions on the lower side. I was long on, of course, first of all, this level right here, what you can see on my Bitcoin trade right here, currently in 150% profit. Only the margin is very small because I only got entered a little bit here. I literally, by the way, entered on the exact low right here. You can see it on the price action. This is 40.2k, and I got entered around 40.3k. We'll quickly replace my face cam. You can clearly see it. I literally longed the exact Bitcoin bottom, but unfortunately I had my big order set up around that green box right here, but those weren't get filled up. But I was bullish in general, and I still think we should be bullish in this region. And if we get a fake out, I would approach this as an opportunity and not necessarily as a bearish movement. So this is how I'm approaching Bitcoin right now. If you want to be trading Bitcoin yourself, make sure to go to the link description of today's video, where you can currently claim a $40,000 deposit bonus, and without this link it's only 400. And on top of that, you could claim a free $1,000 trade, and all you need to do for that is go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account on BYBIT, complete KYC, and deposit $100 in the first 7 days, and you could claim this insane $1,000 free airdrop position. And if you can't trade on BYBIT, make sure to check out bitfinex, where you could also trade without KYC, without VPN, so it's definitely super valuable. Then going quickly in towards the breaking news of the day here, and that is of course course, that BlackRock announced that they're buying another $10 million worth of Bitcoin on January the 3rd. The reason why they're doing this is because they're seeding their ETF, and that basically means they're creating an initial basket of the ETF, and from off there the ETF could increase or decrease in value, but because of course they have to have some backing of those shares. So that is why they're already allocating $10 million. But to be very honest, this is just nothing for what we're about to be seeing here. So make sure to get ready. BlackRock is just getting started, and honestly, this is just super bullish for the environment in general. So make sure to be preparing yourself, because right now we're days out before the Bitcoin spot ETF approval. To be exact, we're exactly 10 days out before we're going to be entering the window for potential acceptance. 10 days, guys. 10 days out. This is absolutely nothing. And once we're going to be there, I really think we're going to have reduced sell pressure like we already had in this entire run up towards the upside, but even more buy pressure as well. And that could really cause Bitcoin to absolutely skyrocket. And already on January the 3rd, we could already see that significant movement towards the upside for Bitcoin. So getting excited, getting ready for this. Bitcoin just currently is still consolidating. There's nothing very exciting happening. We're still trading against resistance, the support below us, and honestly, on the bigger perspective, things are still looking very healthy for Bitcoin. So I mean, I can discuss all the same things I discussed yesterday, but I just discussed the new things we need to talk about. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching towards the amazing new update video. I hope to see you guys on tomorrow's video. Peace out. Goodbye.